That's beautiful. Hi guys. Okay, let me get up a little bit. So I just hit a ball there, so this place is rather quiet. So it's maybe a good place for me to share with you guys some of my experience of how to speak English. So today in this video, I'm going to move you guys one step closer towards the final transformation from your Chinese way of speaking to the English way of speaking. So this is kind of new experiment. I'm doing this outdoor. I don't have a mic with me, so I'm a kind of distance away from my phone. So let's see how this works out. But it's real, right? So that's for real. So in the last few videos, we talked a lot about the mental or conceptual transformation from the Chinese way of speaking in your mouth to the English way of speaking in your throat and your chest. So if you haven't watched those videos, or if you are not fully convinced that you must make this transition, otherwise you will never be able to speak English. So if you're not truly convinced, I strongly recommend you guys go back to watch those videos again, because you have to be fully convinced, otherwise you will not be able to make this transformation, because I need 100% commitment from you guys, because I'm gonna ask a lot from you guys in this transformation, in this transition. Essentially, I'm asking you to throw away all you have got from your lifetime of accumulation. So you have been speaking English with your mouth in your entire life. I'm asking you guys to throw that away and now starting anew, speaking from your throat and your chest. So that's a lot to ask of you guys. So therefore, I need 100% commitment from you guys. So if you are truly convinced, now we can move towards the next step. In this step, I call it face your own reality. The best way to face your own reality is to make a video of yourself speaking. This making video of yourself speaking is also a very nice, a very effective training technique, which I feel is the best. So it's actually even better than you speak to real people on the street in your office, because when you speak for real, you cannot make a recording of it, right? So therefore, you could repeat the same mistakes again and again in your entire life, and you will even never know it. And so you never get a chance to correct those mistakes. But if you make a video of yourself speaking, then you can see that mistakes right away, and so you get a chance to correct them. So that's why it's very effective. But don't make audio, because audio is not very real. In the video, you get a chance to see yourself speaking, so you know, you can feel, you can see which part of your mouth, which part of your body you are using to speak English. That is a major point that we try to make, making the transformation from your mouth to the throat. And also, when you make audio, you can cheat, because you can do a lot of editing. Nobody will ever know. But in video, you cannot do any editing. The moment you cut, I can tell, because your video is not continuous anymore. So if you cut your videos a lot, then I know you're making a lot of mistakes. Every single cut, it means you have one mistake, at least one. A bad part there, you are trying to cut it out. So if you watch my video here, it's continuous. I try to make it real, so all the mistakes are kept in this video. And also, video is very easy to post on the internet to share with your friends. This is a must. If you're really serious about your English, you really want to make a transition from your Chinese way of speaking to the English way of speaking, you have to post your video, because by posting, it's real. Other people's other people are watching you, so you now are really serious and you are very, very much motivated to improve yourself. You can hear it's very noisy here. We got a country road there, the cars parking. I got a lot of geese around me making noise. The wind is also kind of whistling here. So this is a very real environment. So the audio quality is not the perfect, but should be good enough for you guys to understand. And also I will check the subtitle here. If the AI doesn't understand me very well here in this environment, I will make some correction. But if it's good enough, I will just keep that way. So anyway, let's move to the video. So video is a must, and post your video. So therefore you can post your videos, okay, because you're going to make more than one in the future, a lot more to come, and share with your friends so your friends can watch you. So therefore you will be 10 times more motivated to get your video better and better. So that's why I want you to post your videos on the internet to share with your friends. You can even share with me. Just post your link down here. I will watch your videos. Anyway, the first video I want you guys to make is a really simple one. I want you just just speak a few simple sentences. Here, I want you to memorize these few sentences and then speak, not read those sentences. And here are the sentences. Number 1, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much indeed for having me. Number 2, it's fun day, isn't it? It's such a fun day, isn't it? It's fun, isn't it? Number 3, this is Mrs. Smith. This is Mrs. Smith. Is this Mrs. Smith? Yeah, this is Mrs. Smith. Number 4, please remain seated until the boat is tied up. Hey guys, please do not stand up. Please remain seated until the boat is tied up. So that's all I have for you for this first video. But in the next video, it's going to be a lot harder. In this video, I want you guys to tell a little story, really simple one, a true story from your past. The reason I want you to do this is when you speak for real, your brain is 100%, 99% concentrating on the creation of content. So therefore, you cannot think about how to speak or how to pronounce each of the words. So therefore, your speaking is really not, it's just a reflex, not really thinking how to speak. So your concentration is here. I don't really care how good is your story, what kind of words you use, the grammar, so it doesn't really matter. What I really want you to do is to get yourself occupied here. Therefore, you cannot think about how to pronounce those words. So I'm going to show you guys one example here. So here's my story. I went to school at a very young age. I think barely like 5 years old. In the area I grew up, somewhere a little village along the border between Guangxi and Guangdong. And in my time, and also in that village, there was no child care. So we kids just did whatever we were pleased to do. So without any supervision from any parents or adults. So that was how we spent our childhood. So we kind of just roaming around in the village, in the countryside, until one day we went really far away from the village to a very big river. To a 5-year-old boy, any river must be really big, but that river is actually quite big, maybe like 200 or 300 feet across, so it's pretty wide and also very deep. We just played there by the bank, but somehow we got into the river, and then I was swept away by the very swift river. So I can still feel that feeling of being being washed away, and I was helpless because my feet couldn't touch the ground or the bottom of the river. So I feel like I was just struggling like this, and then fortunately, very quickly I was grabbed up. A bigger kid just grabbed me and then pulled me back to the bank. So then I quickly just forgot about that in the summer. But my parents didn't forget about that. So by the end of summer, I was in school, and then locked up in school as a prisoner for the next 20 or 22 years. So that was the story of my schooling and how I got started at such a young age. So now I want you guys to tell your story, and don't worry about how good or how bad, what kind of words you use, how you pronounce. I don't care about those things. I want to see how you speak when your brain is fully occupied thinking about the content. So that is all for today's Facing the Reality. In the future, I'm going to ask you guys to do a lot of videos. But today, you must make this video, the 2 videos actually. This is your first step. So if you are serious about improving your spoken English, this is the step you must make. And also in Facing Your Reality, first you will be shocked by how bad your English sounds like, but eventually you will be very pleased by the kind of progress, improvement you can make in the next few weeks. The moment you start speaking from your throat and your chest, your English will sound a lot better. It's just more like English now. So that is so much for today, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, just to show that, just a way to show me, to tell me that my video is somewhat useful to you. So I feel like rewarded. So my effort of making those videos are not totally wasted. My efforts are not totally wasted. And also, if you like to watch more of my videos, in those videos, I'm going to share with you guys my real experience speaking in an English-speaking country. All those experiences are real and personal, not from any textbook. So 40 years and more than 30 years in an English-speaking country. So if you like to watch more, please subscribe to my channel so you can watch a lot more. So for now, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get back to hit a few more balls, enjoying a little bit of my golfing swing here. You can watch if you like to. Let me set up the camera back to where it is. Come on. Okay. Let's get a couple more, okay? Bye, guys. You can watch if you want to, but I don't know if I can swim now after resting for a while. The key is you got to relax and also standing tall. Oh my God, I really can't do it. Anyway, let's try it. Pretty good actually, except my back is really painful now because I was sitting there for so long and standing up and trying to hit the ball. So thank you guys so much for today. Bye bye. By the way, just take a look at this area. It's really beautiful. I love this place here. You see here the geese and the little pond here, and here's my beautiful bag, and then more geese here. So I hope you guys can see that. So that's so much for today, guys. Really, bye bye.